What's up, guys? This is Higgins with Legal Automations. I'm on a quest to try out every filament in every color. On today's episode, we are taking a deep dive into BambuLab's PLA Basic in Maroon Red. So one of the things I do like about BambuLabs is the fact of how usually easy it is for their entire product line. But one of the things I'm not a huge fan of their refills is the fact that they put the sticker on the seal. It's kind of annoying to me, but yeah, just personal preference. But anyway, one of the other things I'm a fan of is the fact that they have these nice, easy to open tabs. That makes things a little bit easier to get out. And as you can see, this is the Maroon Red. It's not nearly as dark as I would like. I actually compare it a little bit more to Prusament's, lipstick red, except kind of like a duller kind of lipstick. I don't know, that like darker. Anyway, it comes with these nice stickers that makes things a little bit easier to put on and just keep track of. These aren't really that necessary, but if you use a lot of filament or juggle a large filament library, they're always good to have, just as a precaution if your other digital storage ideas mess up. Anyway, here there are little tabs that basically make it so you can align with your refillable spool. Right there, again, makes sure that they're super flush against each other, because if they're not, that creates a problem. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this all together and aligned, and you're waiting for that click. So one of the things that I'm always, needs to be said is that fact that these BambuLab filaments do have an RFID chip. They are used if you have BambuLab's printers, again, for library management, as well as they have their own sort of slicer settings and dialed-in settings that generally are pretty good, but there's always room for improvement when it comes to this stuff, and that kind of thing. So we're going to get these tabs out, and as you know, here at Legal Automations, we always dry our filament for at least 6 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this filament dryer, and I'll see you back here shortly for the Benchy. All right, so if you're new here, we always start out by printing a Benchy in generic filament settings in Bambu Studio. In this case, generic PLA. So we're going to go ahead and get that sliced up. Should take a little over 45 minutes, and I will send it to the printer along with all the other test prints. And here they are. So this is the first one, the generic Benchy. There is some stringing, as you can see, but overall I'd say it looks pretty good without any sort of other loss of quality or textures or anything like that. Next up is the dimensional cube. This is printed 40 by 40 by 40 millimeters cubed. Some little bit of artifacting, but overall I'd say pretty good. Next up, we have the temperature tower. And the temp tower for this one, I would say the best temperature is 200 degrees. That spike had the least amount of globbing and least amount of stringing as well. So that's good to see. Next up, we have the retraction test. Retraction test performed very well. No loss, no stringing or anything like that. Next up, we had the max volumetric speed test, and this performed excellently at 20 millimeters per second cube. There was some artifacting, as you can see, but again, overall, nothing super major. Next up, the overhang test. So the overhang test did fail at about 65 degrees, but overall, I'd say it looks pretty good. The quality is still there. Again, just consider enabling supports a little bit earlier than you typically would. Anyway, we got those things dialed in, and we reprinted that Benchy. As you can see, for the most part, perfect, except for some little deformation there with some of the overhangs. So just something to be on the lookout for if you're looking at working with this filament. Anyway, at the time of filming, you can pick this up usually for about $19.99, but BambuLabs has a special where if you buy in bulk and buy the refills, it can get down to less than $11. So my overall thoughts for this one is that it's a great color. I do like this maroon kind of red, and especially at that price point if you can buy it in bulk. Anyway, that's been BambuLab's PLA Basic in Maroon Red. If you like this type of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the nice YouTube things. Be kind to each other. And I've been Higgins with Legal Automations. I hope to see you back here for the next full review. Thanks.